What's up, everybody? Welcome to another ranking video, and today I will be ranking every movie I watched for the first time in March of 2023. Yes, go check out my January and February videos if you haven't already. Um, okay, March. These are the ones I watched for the first time in March, and this list is actually a lot bigger than the other ones. Like I remember one of them I know was 10 movies, and one of them I want to say was a little less than 10. I can't remember which one was which, but I could be wrong on that. Maybe it was a little bit more than 10, the other one. But this one I actually watched a lot of movies this month. I watched and just the first time watch movies, I have seen 19. Yeah, 19 movies that I never seen before. And this is going to be a weird ranking because there's going to be a lot of movies on here that maybe you might not have ever heard of, possibly. Like I mean, if you're like a film buff or whatnot, then you maybe have heard maybe all of these. I don't know, but if you're just a casual movie lover, just like a cat or movie, lover that don't really like follow like director filmographies, then a lot of these you've probably never heard of. So yeah, and also my top two are going to be very kind of oddball choices, sort of. Well, I mean, not that they're not bad movies. Of course, they're very good movies, but these two, I think a lot of you probably never heard of. Honestly, my top two you probably never heard of. So I'll just go and say that. But and like there are some really popular movies on here that are going to be a little bit low on the list, just because I didn't really like them all that much, or didn't like them as much as everyone else, at least. So just keep all that in mind. These are my personal opinions. So yeah. Anyways, with all that out of the way, let's just go ahead and get started, shall we? This might be a longer video than the other two of the ranking of the first time watch movies. But yeah, anyways, let's waste no time. Let's just go ahead and get started. All right. So coming in at number 19, my least favorite movie that I watched for the first time in March of 2023 is surprisingly and ironically the only movie on this ranking that I actually own, and it happens to be my least favorite. Though I'm probably going to go ahead and get rid of this DVD. There's actually three other movies on this DVD, and one of them I really like, so I'll probably just get a separate one for that one. But excuse me. But anyways, my number 19 is She Hate Me. Yeah. Hopefully you can see. I don't know. Sorry that it's not that. Yeah, quality sucks. I apologize. But anyway, She Hate Me, released in 2004, directed by Spike Lee. And as you can tell, this is from my Spike Lee collection uh, DVD. And I'm not sure who. I know Woody Harrelson's in this, and John Turturro, and Kerry Washington is apparently in this too, but I didn't recognize her. Um, but yeah, this movie, I don't know. Oh, actually, I do know. This movie was not good, honestly. And as of right now, it's my least favorite Spike Lee film, Spike Lee joint, if you will. Yeah, this movie was very, very hard to get through and very cringy. Yeah, this is one of the most cringiest movies I've ever seen. This uh, I don't know. This movie makes Chase and Amy look normal, honestly. And Chase and Amy, don't get me wrong, I love that movie, but it is a little problematic, because it's about a lesbian who turns straight. Well, this one kind of takes that, but makes it even weirder. Um, this is about a guy who it's like a he's kind of like a prostitute, and he gets paid to get lesbians pregnant. Yeah. So that is actually 10 times more weirder and just cringier than Chasing Amy. If you want to see a cringy lesbian movie, go watch Chasing Amy. But that is actually good. It might be a little bit cringy for some people, not too much for me, but you know. But this one though, oh god, this one's just so weird, and not in a good way, in a very cringy way. Like I said, yeah, I really did not like She Hate Me, and I don't recommend it either. I mean, unless you want to watch all of Spike Lee's films, joints, then sure. But other than that, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Hell, I would just say skip this one but if you want to watch all of his films, then whatever. But yeah, She Hate Me. That is my least favorite. My number 19. Okay, my number 18. This one, yeah, okay. My number 18. I believe this came out the same year as She Hate Me. I think it's 2004. I could be wrong, but anyways, this is called Undertow and was directed by David Gordon Green, who is a director I'm trying to rank. This is yeah, I'm trying to rank this director's films. He's the same director who did Pineapple Express and the newer Halloween movies. Um, I've watched three of his films, and there's two others that's on this list. Anyways, this one stars Jamie Bell, I think is his name. Yeah, Jamie Bell, and also a young Kristen Stewart, who I think was only like in two scenes, but yeah, Undertow. I don't know. This movie was a little bit too boring for me, and it has a plot that is kind of interesting. It would have worked if someone else did it, I guess. I mean, no disrespect to David Gordon Green. I think he's a decent director. There's actually one of his films that's like really high up on this ranking, and you'll see later on. But this one just didn't work for me. This one, okay, the plot I should say is about these two brothers who escape their uncle who just murdered their father, and they run away and try to hide from him. Yeah, it's yeah, kind of a fucked up plot, but the movie itself didn't work. It was just boring to me. I don't really have much to say about other than it was boring. So yeah, Undertow. That is my number 18. Okay, my number 17 is Bad News Bears, and no, not the original Bad News Bears from the 70s. This is the 2005 remake, directed by Richard Linklater, and it stars Billy Bob Thornton and Greg Kinnear. And this one, I mean, I've heard that this one wasn't very good, and yeah, it's not. Now it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, to be honest, because there were some funny moments in the film that I kind of laughed at. I think I chuckled more than laughed, but I think what made this movie low for me though was really the third act. It didn't work for me, and I the 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 last game in the film, you know, that they play that the team plays, like went on for far too long than it should have. It just yeah, I didn't really like this movie all that much. Although Billy Bob Thornton wasn't bad, he was actually pretty funny, but I don't know, it didn't work for me. I'm a little bit curious about the original, but then again, I'm not a baseball fan, so I don't know if I'll like it or not. But yeah, Bad News Bears, the remake. Um, that is my number 17. Okay, my number 16 is another David Gordon Green film, and that is Snow Angels. I believe it was released in 2007, and it stars Sam Rockwell and Kate Beckinsale and Amy Sedaris, I think is her name. And there might be some others I just forgot. This one This one, I don't know. I think it started out okay. Like I didn't mind it at first, but by the end of it, I didn't think it was very good. And like the ending kind of sucked, honestly. I mean, it would have worked much like Undertow. I think this movie would have worked if it was another director. But yeah, I didn't like it. Uh, I just didn't like the ending, and I don't know. It just wasn't really that great of a movie, honestly. And Sam Rockwell was a good actor. He wasn't all that great in this film, to be honest. He was just kind of, I don't know. And it was just, I didn't love it. I didn't love Snow. I didn't really like Snow Angels all that much. So, anyways, that's my number 16. All right. My number 15. Okay, so here we go. My number 15 is a movie I think a lot of people liked that came out last year. But unfortunately, it disappointed me. I didn't really like this movie. That is Nope. Yes, directed by Jordan Peele and the stars Daniel Kaluuya, is that his name, something like that, and Keke Palmer, Michael Wincott, and also Keith David as well. Yeah, man, this movie was just too confusing for me. Like, I did not understand what the fuck was going on. I didn't like the dialogue either. It was kind of boring at times. Keke Palmer was kind of annoying. This movie just didn't work for me. I'm sorry. I do admire the creativity behind it. The creative, yeah, I think it's very unique. Very creative, very unique. So I will give props to Jordan Peele for that. Very unique, especially for like an alien movie. But yeah, and also what I didn't like is was the ending. I thought that it was way too slow. Like the whole time, I was just like, just end already. Like it was just such a slow ending, and I don't know. I I didn't like Nope. I was very disappointed with this one because I was looking forward for this movie, but I didn't like it. I liked Get Out, and I haven't seen Us yet. I've heard mixed things about that one. Hopefully, I'll like it at least better than Nope. I just didn't like this movie. So yeah, when someone says, "Did I like Nope?" the title's all in the. My answer is in the title. Nope, I did not like Nope. So yeah, Nope is my number 15. Okay, my number 14 is from another director I've been watching to try to rank his films. This is Jim Jarmusch. My number 14, did I say 18? My number 14 is his debut film called Permanent Vacation, released in 1980, I think. And I don't know the actors in this one. But now, okay, it was okay. This movie was just okay. It wasn't bad. For what it was fine for just a um debut film, a independent debut film. It was okay. It was just a little bit boring, but at least it wasn't that long. It was only like hell. I want to say it was like 70 minutes. I don't even know if it was 80. I can't remember. I just remember being pretty short, and at least it wasn't long, but it was kind of boring. And I don't know. Although I thought the music, the score was pretty cool. I did like that, but that was about it. Well, and the shot, the cinematography, although very cheap looking, of course, but it kind of I kind of liked that a little bit too. Um, yeah, I wasn't a fan though. So far, I think this is my least favorite Jim Jarmusch film, but it's not terrible. It's okay. Yeah, Permanent Vacation is number 14. Okay, number 13 is another Spike Lee joint, and that is Miracle at Saint Anna. Yeah, released in 2008, and the only actors I remember it having were I think John Turturro was in it, and in like one scene, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt was in it a little bit, but this movie, it was okay. It could have been better, but it could have been a lot worse too. I think this is kind of regarded as one of Spike Lee's worst films, but at least it was better than. At least it wasn't cringy like She Hate Me. So I'll give it that. I thought it was okay. There were moments I liked in this film. This is a war film, I should mention, and it wasn't bad. The war aspect wasn't bad. Um, and I kind of thought it was interesting how they tied in what was the stuff at the beginning and the end. Actually, there was a good twist at the end. I actually liked the twist at the end of the film. It was pretty good. But yeah, this one was okay. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. I don't know if I'll ever watch it again, but it was fine. Yeah, Miracle at St. Anna. That is number 13. Okay, number 12. Okay, number 12 is another movie from last year. And this one, I don't think a lot of people liked very much. And I actually get it because it wasn't great. That is See How They Run. Uh, yeah, I can't remember who directed this movie, but this one also stars Sam Rockwell and Adrian Brody and my wife, Saoirse Ronan, as well. I always say that because I have like a massive crush on Saoirse Ronan, and she was actually the main reason why I wanted to watch this movie. So yeah, um, so other than Saoirse Ronan's performance, who yeah, she was fantastic in this film. Uh, like she was like the only like really good thing about this film. Yeah, other than that, well, I didn't really love it. I just thought it was just meh, you know. I didn't really like the plot all that much. Sam Rockwell was okay, but Saoirse Ronan though was fantastic. I thought she was absolutely amazing, and I'm not just saying that because again, I have a huge crush on her, but I really liked her character a lot. Her character was like really funny and really cute, and Saoirse just played her very well. It's honestly one of the best performances I've seen with her. But unfortunately, I haven't seen too many films with her. But I love her, and I thought she was great in this movie, though. So yeah, like this movie would have been just like a maybe 5 out of 10, but it's actually like a 6 out of 10 just for Saoirse's performance because I thought she was amazing. Her performance is a 10 out of 10, to be honest. Like I really, it's just a movie that has, it's just a mediocre film that has a really good performance by one of the lead actors. That's how I see this movie. So yeah, See How They Run is number 12. Okay, here we go. My number 11. Now, this one might piss some of you off for being this low, and also you might not like my opinions about this movie. You probably won't, because this is a very beloved film. My number 11 is Misery. Yeah, Misery, released in 1990, directed by Rob Reiner, and it stars, of course, Kathy Bates and James Caan, and also Richard Farnsworth. Um, yeah, I gotta be honest. This movie disappointed me as well. I had a lot of high hopes for this film. I've heard so many good things, and after I watched it, I was just like, that's it. Now, okay, don't get me wrong. The performances in this movie were great. I mean, of course, Kathy Bates, she was outstanding. She was very, very good in this film, and she even won an Oscar, and probably well deserved. James Caan as well, the late great James Caan, I should say, rest in peace. He was also very good. I really liked his performance as well. Richard Farnsworth was also really good in the movie. I thought his performance was underrated. Um, but other than the performances and the score as well, I I don't know, man. This movie just didn't work for me all that much. I mean, I liked it when it started, but as the movie kept going, I was just not having it really, and I honestly didn't like the ending. I didn't. I thought the ending was rushed, and it just didn't work for me. Yeah, I don't know. I Unfortunately, it did. It disappointed me. But the performances were so good. I gave it a 7 out of 10 because at least that much like See How They Run. At least they had a good performance. This one had multiple good performances. So and that's why it's a little higher than See How They Run. But yeah, Misery. I'm sorry, people. I just didn't love it, but But yeah, that is my number 11 is Misery. Okay, my number 10 is The Founder, released in 2016, I believe, and was directed by, I think it was John Lee Hancock, I think is his name. And it stars Michael Keaton, Laura Dern, John Carroll Lynch, Nick Offerman, and Lena Cardellini as well. Um, yeah, okay, so this movie I thought was pretty good. I liked it for the most part. I didn't love the third act though. Third act was mm, kind of a drag, honestly. Just didn't love it. But the first half of the movie was really good. Like I really liked it. I really liked the scene where, if you've seen the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. This isn't spoilers, so I'll just go ahead and say it. But I really like the scene where the McDonald's brothers, who were played by John Carroll Lynch and Nick Offerman, whenever they were explaining to Michael Keaton's character Ray Kroc, the founder, that is, whenever they were explaining to him how they came up with the idea of their restaurant, that was a really good scene. That was a really well done scene. I really like that scene a lot. And all the performances are great, especially from Michael Keaton. I loved his performance, and I loved, of course, John Carroll Lynch and Nick Offerman as well. They were both really good in the movie, and they both had really good chemistry with Michael Keaton, and they had good chemistry with each other as well. Um, and everyone else was pretty good too. Laura Dern who wasn't in the movie all too much, and neither was Linda Cardellini either. Like they both played wives of Ray Kroc. Now, I didn't really like the romance that they did with him and them, but it just that was like one of the yeah, that and like the third act are like my only like complaints about the film. But other than that, I I thought this was pretty good. Yeah, The Founder, that is my number 10. Okay, my number 9 is a movie that I talked about already on an episode of my podcast, Your Cousins Are Critics. Me and my cousin Cade watched this. Well, he already seen it before, and this was my first time. Yeah, that is The People Under the Stairs, released in 91, I want to say. Somewhere around there. I know it was the early 90s, and it was directed by Wes Craven, and it stars Ving Rhames, and I forgot who else, but oh, what was that guy's name? Everett McGill. Yeah, him too. Um, yeah, this movie, this movie was quite a trip. It was really weird, but I enjoyed it. I didn't love it, but I enjoyed it. I thought the story was pretty crazy. This movie could have been better, but it was good for what it was. I thought Everett McGill and whoever played his wife too, they were really good in the movie. Also, Ving Rhames was also very good. Unfortunately, he wasn't in it that much, sadly. But yeah, this movie it was a fun movie. I enjoyed it. Wasn't great. There were a lot of flaws and stuff. It's not a very good movie, but it's a fun movie to watch. I didn't like the editing in it. That was one complaint I had with it. But it was fine. People Under the Stairs is my number 9. Okay, my number 8 is one kind of like Misery. You might be surprised that I've seen for the first time. I just now watched it for the first time, but that is The Sixth Sense. Yeah, I got another M Night Shyamalan movie on here too that I actually like better, believe it or not. We'll get to that in a minute, but yeah, I'm starting to. M Night Shyamalan is another director I'm trying to rank as well, and yeah, this was my first time watching The Sixth Sense, and I gotta say, I liked it quite a bit. Actually, I really did like it a lot, actually, until the ending. Now, I will say I already knew the twist before going into this movie. It's already been spoiled for me. But that's not necessarily why I didn't like the ending. I don't know. I was curious of how they were going to reveal the twist in the film, and I did not like how they revealed it, honestly. I like the twist itself. I think it's a very good twist, but and it works with the story, but just how they reveal it just wasn't really that convincing to me. Like, I don't know. I just didn't really like it how they did it. I don't know. But Bruce Willis is very. I forgot to mention the cast, but Bruce Willis was very good in the movie, and so was Haley Joel Osment was really, really good. This was what put him on the map, and even got him an Oscar nom too. Tony Collette as well was really good in the film, and so was who played Bruce Willis' wife. She was also in Rushmore. Olivia Williams, is that her name? I think so. She was really good. Yeah, all the cast was all great. And this has some really good like you know, suspenseful moments and stuff. But I don't know. It was just that ending. Like I didn't love how they revealed the twist. So yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, because of that, I only gave it like a 7 out of 10. But I guess I should have given it a 6 out of 10. Haha. But yeah, The Sixth Sense. That is my number 8. All right, my number 7 is another movie that came out last year. That is The Menu. I can't remember who directed it, but it stars Ray Fiennes and Anya Taylor Joy. Um, this movie was very, very weird. This movie was really weird. The plot, especially. Like, this wasn't quite what I was expecting. I was more expecting cannibalism, and that's not really what this movie is about. I get that might be spoilers if you're expecting cannibalism. It actually isn't a cannibal movie, no. But it's still weird. Um, but but I liked it for the most part. I thought it was pretty good. Ray Fiennes was great in the film. I really like Ray Fiennes. I think he's a great actor, and I loved Anya Taylor Joy in this film. Like so far, that actress has not disappointed me with her performances. She's a really good actress. I love her, and although I liked her better in The Witch, but still I thought this was probably like her second best performance I've seen. I loved her in this movie, and she was what made the movie for me. But also Ray Fiennes was also really good. Yeah, The Menu. That is my number 7. Okay, my number 6 is another M Night Shyamalan movie, and I actually liked this better than The Sixth Sense, and so far this is my favorite M Night movie. That is Signs. Yeah, Signs released in 2002, starring Mel Gibson, Joaquin Phoenix, Rory Culkin, and Abigail Breslin. A really young Abigail Breslin too. Like I was shocked to see her that young. I never seen her that young. I mean, I think before that, the youngest I've seen her was in Little Miss Sunshine, but she was like really, really young in this movie. Anyways, um, but I quite enjoyed this film. I had a fun time with Signs. I've heard mixed things about this movie. I've heard some people say it's really good, really underrated, one of M Night's most underrated films. And I've heard some people feel like, this movie's stupid. It has a stupid twist in it, blah blah blah. And to be fair, the twist was kind of stupid, but I have to say, how they revealed this twist was much better of how they revealed the Sixth Sense twist. Now, Sixth Sense has a better twist, yes, but they didn't reveal it as good as this one, to be honest. Excuse me. I enjoyed this film. It was really over the top. It was really funny. I'm not entirely sure if this was supposed to be funny, but it was making me laugh quite a bit actually. Just like some of the line deliveries from the actors, and I thought that all the actors were actually pretty good. Well, Rory Culkin wasn't great in the movie, but he was okay, I guess. He's actually much better in this other movie. I've seen him in Lords of Chaos, the Mayhem biopic. That one, he was better in that one, but that's when he's much older. But all the others were pretty good. Yeah, yeah, I actually liked Signs. I thought it was I thought it was a fun movie, and I liked it better than The Sixth Sense. So yeah, so far that's my favorite M Night movie. But yeah, Signs. That is my number six. Okay, the next two movies are both Jim Jarmusch films. So okay, my number five is Down by Law, released in I'm not sure actually. I know it's the 80s. 86 maybe? I don't know. But yeah, Down by Law. Oh, okay. It stars Tom Waits and I forgot the other actor's name. So okay. Anyways, Down by Law. This movie was really good. Like it could have been better, but I still liked it for what it was. It was just a really good independent film. Like Jim Jarmusch is I think most of his films, if not all of them, might be independent films, probably. But like he's really good at them, and yeah, I really like this one. It was really entertaining. I thought Tom Waits and the other two guys that he was imprisoned with, his character was imprisoned with, I really enjoyed the three of them. I thought they all had really good chemistry with each other. Um, the that Roberto something I forgot his last name, but that guy, he was really funny in the movie. He was probably the comic relief in the film. Tom Waits and the other dude were really good in the movie as well. Um, yeah, I really like Down by Law, and that is my number five. And another Jim Jarmusch movie that I actually liked better was my number four, Stranger Than Paradise, and this one stars Richard Edson, and forgot the other actors, but actually it had the same guy that was in Down by Law that played the pimp, but I forgot. I don't remember the actor's name, but um, but yeah, this one I liked a little bit better than Down by Law. I don't know. I just liked how this one was made, and I liked the characters in this one too. I really liked the girl character. I forgot her name, but she was really good in the movie. I really liked her a lot. Yeah, this one was. I really liked this one. It was a. I mean, much like Down by Law, they were both entertaining, but this one was a little bit more entertaining. So yeah, that's why I liked it better. So yeah, Stranger in Paradise. That is my number four. Okay, now we're in the top three. My number three, another movie from last year, and was an Oscar movie that it was nominated for Best Picture and a bunch of other Oscars as well. That is The Banshees of Inisherin, directed by Mark McDonough, and it stars Brendan Gleeson and Colin Farrell and Kerry Condon and Barry Cogan. Um, I really liked this movie. I wasn't sure about this one because the only other Martin McDonough film I've ever seen was Seven Psychopaths. Yeah, I haven't seen In Bruges and I haven't seen three billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. I haven't seen those yet either. But so I wasn't sure about this one, but I really enjoyed this film. I thought it was really entertaining, really funny, even a little depressing at moments, but yeah, this was a very entertaining movie, and the plot is pretty dumb, but I still liked how Mark McDonagh did this film. You know, this movie is just about these two grown men who pretty much act like children, and like one of them is pretty much just done with the other one. It's like, we're not friends anymore. Much like how like elementary kids do. That was actually pretty funny. I liked how they did that in this movie. Brendan Gleeson was really good in this movie. I think he was probably my favorite. Colin Farrell as well, and Carrie Condon was really good. Barry Cogan was kind of annoying, but he wasn't terrible in the movie. So, yeah. Um, Yeah, I really liked Banshees of Inisherin. It was really funny, really entertaining. I highly recommend it. It's my second favorite movie of last year after The Northman. But I really enjoyed the Banshees of Inisherin. It was really good. Yeah, that is my number three, The Banshees of Inisherin. Okay, my number two. Like I said, these last two you might never heard of. My number two is another what's his name? David Gordon Green film. This is his debut film. That is George Washington. Um, and the only actor I know that's in this movie, I forgot his name, but it's the guy who played, I think his name Mark, I think from Parks and Rec. Yeah, he's in this movie. But I thought that this was a really, really good movie, George Washington. It's an independent film. It's not perfect. Some of the shots are a little weird looking, but it still works. It's really cool looking at the same time. Um, you could definitely tell that this is an independent film, but it's really good. I kind of sad. There are some actually, yeah, it's pretty sad. This is a pretty sad movie, just about one this really small town. One of the this kid, I think his name was Buddy. He died, and like his friend George, uh he's trying to get over the loss of his friend. He's trying to be somebody in this town, trying to be like a hero and whatnot. It's pretty cool, pretty interesting. Well, kind of interesting. But it's a really good movie. I highly recommend it. It's on YouTube. You can find a free version of it on YouTube. Just that someone posted. Um, it's kind of hard to find, but you can find it there. I know it's on Criterion as well, but yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. I really liked it a lot. Like hats off to yeah, hats off to David Gordon Green. As of right now, this is my favorite of his. Yeah, George Washington. Sorry, that is my number two. Would be my number one if it wasn't for this one. My number one favorite movie that I watched for the first time in uh, March of 2023 is Tape. Yeah, this movie's called Tape and was directed by Richard Linklater. I mean, I'm sure you guys heard of him if you haven't heard of this movie. Um, and it stars Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman, and some other guy too. I don't remember his name, but I don't know the actor. But yeah, this is a very underrated Richard Linklater film. You might not have heard of it, but if you are a Richard Linklater fan, you probably have heard of it. Definitely one of his most underrated films. I would say probably third most underrated film after Suburbia and Slacker. But this one is like, wow, this one was really good. And this is just a dialogue heavy film that only takes place in one location in one hotel room, and there's only three characters in the entire film. That's it. And I know it might sound boring, but if you like movies like 12 Angry Men or Reservoir Dogs, movies that are Clerks even, very dialogue heavy, then you will probably like this one. This one's really good. There are some weird like dialogue in the film. Well, in particularly, it's what they're actually talking about. I don't want to spoil, but yeah, there's some kind of weird, weird subject matter that the characters are talking about, but really, what the movie is about is just about these two friends. One of them goes and visits the other one that's staying in this hotel room, and Ethan Hawke's character is trying to get this other guy admit of what he did a long time ago, and he records it on tape. And that's and also Uma Thurman comes in too. She's like an old friend of theirs that they knew in school. Yeah, that's pretty much all I could say about the movie. That's pretty much the whole film. But it's I really loved this movie. I thought it was really good. Really well done. Um, yeah, one of Richard Linklater's best, to be honest. I would say so. I don't know if top five, but top 10 for sure. Like it's really good and really underrated. I highly recommend it, especially if you do like Richard Linklater but haven't seen this one yet. I recommend it. It's really good. Yeah, Tape, directed by Richard Linklater, is my number one favorite movie of favorite first time watch movie of March 2023. Yeah. All right, there we go. I'm sorry this video is long. We're already at the 40-minute mark. I apologize for that. But if you made it this far, I thank you. Thank you very much. um, so okay. So there's my ranking, and in the comments, please give me your first time watch movies that you watched in March of 2023, and like your ranking or just your favorites. If you don't want to give your ranking, just give me your favorites and least favorite movies that you watched for the first time in March of 2023. Yeah. All right. So okay. Um the next video will be a new episode of Your Cousins Are Critics. I think it will be. Hopefully it will. If not, then I apologize. But it should be this Saturday, and that will be on the a movie that I really can't stand, but that is Carrie 1976. Yeah, um, but that one should be interesting because I really don't like that movie, and Cade does. So yeah, it should be a really interesting episode. Of course, I gotta watch it again, but yeah. Anyways, look out for that. So, all right, please like, subscribe, comment, and hit the bell, and I'll see you later. All right, peace.